EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The first carry now. This is Williams. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively. The Broncos are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Play action. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This one swung out to Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
19. Hey, alert! Four down.
Throwing is Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Purdy now to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Purdy. And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Purdy will look to throw again here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And room there to work it inside the 25.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This is McCaffrey on the give. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football.
Back deep to return is KJ Hamler.
This is fielded at the 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
On first down, Wilson.
And there's Manhertz, the tight end.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Wilson.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
He did it again, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson.
That caught by Manhertz.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Purdy off the play fake.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Hamler now on the return.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
Touchdown! Jerry Judy from 21 yards away.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Play action. action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And some room to work.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Christian McCaffrey, this is where he can be so dangerous, CD. This offense, they devise ways to get him the football in space and just let him go. On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Purdy.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Forced it under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Purdy now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 59 yards.
And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd down, Williams. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
94 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Off left tackle, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Deeper. Good.
The busy night continues for Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.